It's been a minute. So, we are apparently expecting a snowstorm in New York. Not really apparently. I think at this time I can say that it is almost 100% sure. Huh? Is that even right? We are almost 100% sure that we will have a snowstorm in New York, in New York City, in other parts of the state. I did read somewhere that the governor has declared a state of emergency. I don't know how true that is, but that would not seem far fetched because the expectation is like 8 to 12 inches. But let me see. Let me ask Mr. Google. So, oh, even in the tri state area. So, the tri state area is New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. I think New Jersey will be affected as well. Yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see. Right now, when you check online, most reports show that the snow would be or will be 12 to 18 inches. That's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. It's gonna be quite the storm. I just hope that everyone will be safe. I don't know how it goes as far as school, but I would expect that probably maybe schools will, just take whatever precautions that are needed. So Sunday and Monday, this Sunday and Monday, today is 23rd, Friday. So that is Saturday is 24th, Sunday 25th. Yeah. So if you're in New York, if you're in the tri-state area, please stay safe. Be safe. Let me see. Let's see. Why do my hands look funny when I this is crazy. It looks like my hands are bigger than my body. That, that's okay. On a serious note, so uh oh yeah, so the governor has already declared a state of emergency. I can imagine everyone, is like really working around the clock to just make sure. When I say everyone, I mean like hmm? Everyone, even myself. But am I working around the clock for? Sometimes I say things and I have to pause and be like, "Are you making sense? Like, are you making sense?" Yeah, but I do believe that the government agencies, or however you want to pronounce the word, that are responsible um for yeah, gosh, what's happening to me? I haven't gone live in a while. That I am just all over the place. Anyway, don't mind me. Sometimes, yeah, it's a struggle. I'll blame it on the winter because, yep. But anyway, uh, am I excited for the snowstorm? Like with winter and snow, it's just good when you take pictures and you're like just watching from afar. For the kids, it's amazing because kids really love playing in the snow. Yeah. Hi, Glenn, you love the winter? So you must be excited, huh? I'm telling you, everyone is like getting ready, like in the grocery stores, people are buying supplies, just stocking up for the winter. Because if it's gonna be a heavy snowstorm, like what is expected to be for 2 days, who knows what could happen. Of course, fingers crossed, we're praying that everything goes well. But hey, who knows? Oh, you're ready for it. Yes. What, how does that emoji look like? They say, yes. The strong arm emoji. Yes, we're ready. Yeah, and it seems like what I'm happy about, ah, okay. You guys will just get used to me at this point. But I am really, really happy that everyone is taking this seriously and arrangements are being put in place just to make sure that everyone will be safe. And yeah, so I think that is a good start. And also, like with travel arrangements, I know of people who've had to like just reschedule or cancel. Yeah, because how are you gonna fly when, you know, it's snowing, like it's expected to snow, and also being on the road for so many hours when it's snowing? I would personally not recommend that, because the other day, when was it? I forget, but I think last week on Sunday, yeah, I was not Sunday, it was on a Saturday. Yeah, I take that back. On Saturday, I was driving and the roads were like all carpeted with snow. I do not think, actually, I know that the roads were not like salted before that, because normally when that happens, when they salt and plow the roads, the roads are like clear and you can really drive comfortably. But it was a little bit scary because I'm not going to say no one, but most of us did not expect it to snow the way it did. Yeah. But I made it through that. And the only reason I actually made it safely to and fro is because I was like driving slowly. I was probably driving under 30 miles per hour. And I was like following the, I don't want to say tracks, but like yeah, maybe let me say the tire tracks that the other vehicles had placed on the road. I was just like driving on that and just trying to be as safe as possible. Yeah, and yeah, but no one wants to drive like that for hours. So that's why I think a lot of people will like cancel their travel plans, or they can use the train. But then how do you get to the train, and how do yeah, get back to wherever you're going to, or get back home? You need, you know, a means of transport, and that is mostly the vehicle, the car, driving. Yeah, so I don't know how I'm quite interested to see how New York City will manage the snowstorm. I'm sure the city will manage fine, but if you've been to the city, it's like, how can I explain? I love exploring New York City on foot. I don't know if anyone else loves that too. Like, it's, unless I'm going to like a very, very um I don't even want to say far, like, yeah, unless I'm going to a part of the city that I really need a vehicle, but I'd rather walk. Yeah, I've walked for miles and I've just been fine. I enjoy walking in the city. So we'll see how it'll work on Sunday. I think that maybe we'll see fewer people on the streets, because with the snowstorm coming, number one, it's gonna be freezing, super cold. At least that's what I think. Let me just see what the weather will be like on Sunday. So I'm sure it will be freezing. I think so. Because even today, oh my gosh, it is so cold outside. It's like freezing temperature. So let me see. Okay, that's not bad. 29 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not bad. So highs of 29 degrees and lows of 14 degrees. I cannot believe that now I'm okay with those temperatures. Not really okay, but I'm like, I'd rather take 29 degrees, 14 degrees than 1 degree Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, so in Celsius, it means that we're already in the minus of it all. Yeah, so the snow storm is coming. Yeah, let me see if New Jersey will be affected. I think it will be because I saw, yeah. So winter storm warnings issued for New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and that is the tri-state area. Hi, Albert, Kamali, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yes, so we're in the heat. I don't know if PA will get it, but I think PA will. I say PA because pronouncing that word is quite mouthful for me. Pennsylvania. PA. PA will do. Yeah, so it's. I think it's gonna be like a serious snowstorm because I saw. I don't know where I saw that, but there've been like briefs and updates from government officials about the weather and what to do, what not to do. Ooh, I see here they say bitter cold Friday before storm. I can attest to that. Today, it is so cold outside. It's insane. So cold. Let me see what the temperature is. Weather today. New York today. Yeah, it is very, very cold. I wonder why it's that cold and it shows here it says that it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. That's interesting. So highs of 37, lows of 9, but it's very cold. Today, super cold, but there is a day this week that it was extremely cold. That has to be like it was either a Tuesday or I think on Tuesday. Tuesday was so cold, it was insane. Hi, Kelly Rogers, how are you? Yeah, so we're here waiting for the storm. Snowstorm. Yeah, a lot of people are getting ready. Guys are buying salts. What else? Not like household salts, but the salt that you place on the ground so that you sort of not really get rid of the ice. I don't even know how well to explain it. Yeah, but it helps. It's like the salt that is like placed on the roads. Yeah, right before it snows. And I think it also helps with the plowing. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that. I'm just letting you guys know what seems to be happening. Another thing that's happening is there's a rush for like buying stuff. I think I mentioned that earlier in this live. So people are stocking up groceries, essentials, things that you need, just because you don't know how the roads will be like for those 2 days, and you don't want to get stuck in the house with no food, no toiletries. One thing I'm really hoping and praying for is the power. I hope that holds up. Because if we are out of that, that will be crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, just hoping that the power lines will be fine, that it won't be super windy and crazy. Yeah, just hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. Hoping for the best. I can only imagine what like homeless people are doing now. But I did read somewhere that in the city, because when you walk around New York City, you see a few homeless people. Um, I don't know if in this area we have maybe, but I haven't really seen as much as I do when I'm in the city. Yeah, but there's what is called are they warm houses? I don't wanna. let me see, warm houses or something like that, or safe houses. Let me see. For winter. Yeah, so these are spaces where you can go, it's warm. It's like, I don't want to say hot. Yeah, but at least you have heating and you don't have to freeze, you know? Yeah. Talking of freezing, one day this month, I can't remember which week, I was literally just moving from the house to the vehicle, and my hands, like my fingers, were like frozen. I didn't have my gloves on, and I learned my lesson that day. Oh my gosh, it was such a short walk, few seconds. I'm not even talking 10 seconds. It could be like maybe five, like who knows? Because sometimes I walk pretty fast, but when we have snow and ice, I tend to be super careful because I don't want to slip and fall. Yeah, but that was so scary. And I tried to stay as warm as I could. I was still like feeling the tingling sensation in my fingers, especially this hand, for the entire day. That was crazy. And now my gloves are in my cords, like in the pockets. I am not playing that game again. Good, and you? I'm good, Kylie Rogers. Thanks for asking. Yeah. So, yeah, that's winter for you. It is cold, and I do think there are other places. Actually, I know, like in Michigan, they're experiencing snowfall like almost every other day, if not every day. But I don't know that they are expecting a storm. Let me see. Let me see. Snowstorm in US. Let me see this weekend. Yeah. Let me see how many. Oh, I also did learn that it's gonna freeze in Dallas. Not Dallas. Not specifically Dallas, but in Texas, in some parts of Texas. It's gonna freeze. Yeah. So looks like, oof, a monster winter storm is expected to sweep across much of the US through this weekend. So it looks like a lot of states are affected by the snowstorm. Okay, so how many states are affected by the snowstorm? States. Your 8 inches is crazy. 8 to 12. By the snowstorm this weekend. Initially, I was thinking that, oh, it's just like the normal snowfall. This is a real storm, y'all. Real storm. Snowstorm. Why does it feel like I have a big forehead? Oh my gosh, that is crazy. One thing with me is that like my looks change depending on how I wear my hair. Isn't that crazy? Like now I'm like, "Ugh, what is going on, girl?" Okay, so up to a foot of snow, that's crazy, is likely on the northern side of the system from Oklahoma to Massachusetts. Wow. So it's sweeping across the country. So winter storm from Texas. So the Texas will experience storm. Oh, that is crazy. So this snowstorm and ice will stretch over 2,000 miles. Ooh. From Texas to New England as it tracks east through the weekend. I wonder where it will start though. I think it will start from Texas and come all the way to New York. Wow, wow. Okay. So a major winter storm is expected to hit large swaths. I'm just reading verbatim from these news outlets. So yeah, I think I should have mentioned that earlier. It's all from Dr. Google. A major winter storm is expected, this is according to the New York Times, to hit large swaths of the central, eastern, and southern United States this weekend. Uh-oh. So the map, I need to see. Wow. So it starts Friday. Oh, thankfully today we're good here in New York. Freezing rain, snow, and rain starts Friday in the southern plains. Well, I can confirm that it's been freezing over here. Even though, to me it might be freezing and to someone else it might be okay. So it really depends on who you talk to at this point. And yeah, Mississippi and Tennessee valleys on Saturday. Okay, so it will be traveling that way before it hits us here on Sunday. Okay, I see. Heavy snow and ice in around 30 states.